Welcome to another ICP update. So I know I have not made an ICP video in a couple of days, but nothing was really happening here. We were just going sideways, so there was no point in repeating myself. Each video would have been the same. And honestly, each video has pretty much been the same for the past few months, only because ICP is not really doing anything. Now, it is holding support levels, and that's great, but it's not really getting any pumps right now. And that is because Bitcoin dominance keeps going to new cycle highs. The only reason we had this pump a couple of days ago, and actually even yesterday, is because Bitcoin dominance is currently getting a correction, and maybe it has topped already, maybe it has not topped, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. As you can see, Bitcoin dominance reacted to my trend line right here, and it is also oversold on the 4-hour chart, so, it's very hard to say what will happen. It is holding the lower highs structure, so yeah, nothing to say about this. Once we break above this, and if we break above this level right here, below like 58.3%, then yeah, the structure will start changing. But until then, yeah, there's nothing to say here, other than the fact that there is a chance that we get another cycle high on the Bitcoin dominance chart in the next week or so, before we actually get the real November correction that I'm still waiting for, because as you know, Bitcoin dominance always gets a correction in November, and in the last cycle it had one in the last 2 weeks of November, so if we want to copy what we did over there, then we still have to continue going up for the next week or so, and then we start dropping. Now, of course, we do not have to copy exactly what we did there, but, we have been copying it so far, so I don't see why we would not do it. And either way, if we copy that or not, as I said, Bitcoin dominance always gets a red wick on the monthly chart in November, so I still think it's going to continue going down. Now, going back to the ICP chart, let me go on the 4-hour again. As you can see, we are currently trying to form some kind of 5-wave move to the upside. Obviously, this right here is not enough to confirm that the B-wave low is in. To confirm that this B-wave low is in, we would need to go up in 5 waves, and so far I can only see like maybe 1, but this wave does not even have 5 waves, so it's very hard to say. I have a support region for this in case it wants to go down, but I don't know if we will use this or not. We'll have to wait and see. As you can see, we are currently trying to get above the bull market support band, so of course there is resistance here, but I believe that if we get above the bull market support band and we stay above it, then it's going to be at least a sign that something is changing in the market and that ICP is actually trying to go up instead of just sideways. I also want to talk about the Elliott wave count for a second in case you did not watch my previous videos. So here we have a 1-2 setup, and remember, many altcoins actually got another low in the second wave move down right here, and they invalidated this 1-2 setup, but ICP did not, so this is very bullish right here. And right now we have a 1-2 setup of the third wave, the yellow third wave of this 1-2 setup, and we're still working on the third wave of the third wave. And of that third wave, we have an A-B structure, and the A wave has another A-B-C structure in it, and the B wave now looks complete. It also looks like an A-B-C structure of some kind. And right now, we are starting to get the C wave of the third wave right here, but like I said, this is not enough to confirm that the B wave low is in. We have to get about the bull market support band and then get about these highs right here to confirm that something more bullish is actually going on. This really all depends on what Bitcoin dominance will do. If we go up on the Bitcoin dominance chart, then ICP will most likely continue doing this until we actually get a real correction on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Either way, it does not really matter because at the end of the day, we have not had an altcoin season yet, so I still believe one will happen, and when that happens, then of course ICP will be able to go up as well. Now, let me talk about this C wave right here. This C wave of the third wave right here should get to at least the 200% extension of this AB structure right here, and that is at $13.79. And obviously, this C wave also means an ABC structure, and right now we are working on the A wave, then we'll get a B wave, and then we'll meet a C wave as well. I will give you support regions for that once we actually get something and if we actually get something. And yeah, the target for the third wave right here is $13.79. Once we get that, that will complete the third wave, and then we'll need a fourth wave move down. And then the fifth wave should put us at $16.13, which is the 200% extension of this 1-2 setup, and that will also complete the third wave of that 1-2 setup. And once we get that third wave, we will meet a fourth wave as well, and then a fifth wave, and once we get the 5 waves, I will be able to confirm that the main second wave move down is in, and that we are actually heading in a main third wave move to the upside, which in my opinion will put us somewhere between $87 and maybe even $138. This really all depends on what ICP wants to do. And like I said, I don't know what will happen after the third wave. I mean, maybe ICP will only get an A, B, C structure in the bull market and not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup. But either way, I mean, I'm still expecting ICP to go up because at the end of the day, it's holding support levels and it's in a 1-2 setup. And also, of course, it's going to start going up if Bitcoin dominance starts going down. It's not even a question. I mean, all altcoins go up. Well, almost all altcoins go up when Bitcoin dominance goes down. So, of course, ICP will go up as well. Now, I also want to talk about Bitcoin for a second because this is obviously very important as well. So here we are in a different kind of setup. Well, not really, but you know, Bitcoin went up more because Bitcoin dominance went up as well. And basically what we have right here is a 1-2 setup, and right now we are working on the third waves, and we are almost at the 200% extension of the 1-2 setup. And once we get to these levels, then you can expect a fourth wave move down and then a fifth wave move up. And like I said, I'm still expecting Bitcoin to hit about 100K by the end of the year. That has not really changed. I mean, I've been saying that since we were down here. And so far, I mean, the price has only gone up. So of course, I'm still expecting that to happen. And I'm still expecting Bitcoin to hit 200 to maybe 250K by the end of the cycle, which, in my opinion, will be in October of 2025. Now, of course, the altcoins will not top in October of 2025. Well, maybe some will, but not all of them. If you can remember from the previous cycle, some altcoins actually topped like 5 months earlier. So it is possible that we top somewhere between March and let's say May of next year. But of course, we could top in June or July as well. We don't have to copy exactly what we did in the previous cycle. And you know, at the end of the day, Bitcoin is still doing Bitcoin things. I mean, nothing has really changed. I don't know why people are surprised that it's going up. Of course it's going up. It has only gone up in the past 13 years or so. Of course it's going to continue going up. And of course we will get to about 200 to maybe 250K by the end of the cycle, if this is not a left translated peak, which right now does not seem like it. So, you know, and also we have not had a FOMO wave, at least not yet, and I believe that FOMO wave will start once we get a correction on the Bitcoin dominance chart, because as you know, whenever Bitcoin dominance gets a sharp correction, this is actually when most people get into crypto. So as you can see here, when we started going down in January of 2021 and we kept going down until like, let's say December of 2021, this is when most people actually got into crypto. People did not get into crypto up here when Bitcoin dominance wasn't like 75%. People did not care about crypto up here. They only care about crypto when Bitcoin dominance is going down. And that's because altcoins go up during that time. So of course we have not had a FOMO wave so far, because you know, Bitcoin dominance has only gone up in this cycle. So I'm still expecting a FOMO wave very, very soon. And keep in mind, if Bitcoin gets to like 200K, that would 3x its market cap, which means that if Bitcoin goes up 3x, it is very possible that the altcoins go up like 10 to maybe even 15 or 20x. Don't forget, the market cap of Bitcoin is currently $1 trillion. Well, actually, we're above $1 trillion. If we triple that, I mean, that would make the altcoins go absolutely insane. So that's why I believe the upcoming bull market will be perhaps the greatest so far. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. Like always, make sure to check out our memberships and our Patreon if you want to support the channel and if you want access to one of our charts. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.